I'll do some more videos on QA in the future, delving into the specifics about how it works and different ways that bugs are filed and dealt with. But for now, I just wanted to talk about this. If you're playing a game and you encounter bugs, chances are that that is not QA's fault. Chances are they found that bug. Chances are they filed that bug. But for a variety of different reasons, that bug was not fixed. It might be that there was another much worse bug that was triggered by the fix. And it was late in the day, and the decision was made that the bug that you're seeing was less bad than the alternative. It might be that someone like me, an executive producer or a senior leader on the project, looked at that bug in a triage and decided that the number of people it impacted was small enough that it was time to ship, and that bug needed to be allowed to die. That sucks, but it happens more often than you would think, and arguably happens more often than QA missing the existence of a bug in the first place. Even if QA did miss the bug, it's still probably not any one individual QA person's fault. Maybe that bug is because of a combinatorial explosion, and it only occurs when you wear this specific pair of pants, this specific hat, and use this specific power. If there are enough different combinations, it becomes impossible for all practical purposes for every combination to be tested. And it's likely that your particular combination of pants, hat, and move were simply never tested. Not because they didn't want to, but because they didn't have the resources to. In this case, the problem is the complexity of the design. It's possible that this bug is specific to multiplayer, and for budgetary reasons, maybe QA was forced to test multiplayer with a single person playing all 4 or 8 different players at once. That really limits the amount of exhaustive testing that can occur and the amount of edge cases that can be found. Maybe this bug is specific to a piece of PC hardware. This is less likely than it used to be, but it still does happen, and it is unlikely that QA had that specific hardware setup that you're running on your super-powered PC gaming rig. Part of the problem, I think, is QA is a misleading term. QA stands for quality assurance, but it's not QA's job to assure quality. Their responsibility is more about quality verification. Their job is to look and find the problems, not to assure that there are no problems. It is the responsibility of the rest of the team to actually fix and repair those issues. I realize this is semantics, but sometimes semantics are actually very important. QA is, at many dev studios, the most poorly treated part of the team, often treated as if they're not even part of the team. They may not be allowed to go to the team meetings, they may not be getting bonuses, they may not be going to the Christmas party. And for them to be bearing the brunt of the criticism of a game that ships flawed or with lots of bugs is incredibly unfair and incredibly inappropriate. So for the devs listening to me, treat your QA well. They are a critical part of your team. The better your QA, the better your game. Let them file qualitative bugs, not just quantitative bugs. Empower them to talk to you about the complexity of different systems, and listen to them when they tell you that something is going to be hard or even impossible to test. Don't just brush that off, because ignoring them is going to result in bugs that they're not going to be able to find. But for those of you that are not devs that are listening to me, what I would say is this: know that if you see a bug in a game, chances are someone in QA saw it before you, and there was another reason why it wasn't fixed. Be nice to QA. They're the only thing standing between us and anarchy. Like this video. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.